The girl named Xiao Duo always had two sides to her. One was happy, wrapped up in the warmth of love, and the other was stuck in the lonely mess of her high school days. A book by a mysterious author named Black was her only friend during those years. Hoping to meet Black someday, Xiao Duo traveled far and wide to get into Mancheng University. On her first day, she saw a girl named Lin Xiao Miao getting picked on. Remembering her own bad experiences from the past, Xiao Duo pretended to know Xiao Miao to help her out, and it turned out they were in the same dorm room. To show her thanks, Xiao Miao offered chocolate to her classmates. Xiao Duo didn't get a chance to refuse because she used to get made fun of for being overweight. Looking at the book The Owl and the Squirrel, Xiao Miao mentioned that the author, Black, also went to this school, but nobody knows who he really is. Even so, Xiao Duo still wanted to try her luck. At Chun Chao Publishing House, the editor-in-chief, Xu Fun, was fuming because of the explosion of comments on Black's personal page. Black's real name is Yin Chung. She said that if he didn't put out a new story soon, the higher-ups would definitely think about using artificial intelligence instead. Yin Chung wondered if he was worse than a heartless machine. Meanwhile, Xiao Duo went all the way to Chun Chao Publishing House. Just as Yin Chung was coming out, she pretended to be Black's assistant, there to see editor-in-chief Xu Fun. He assumed she was lying and coldly walked away. Xiao Duo was about to ask someone who worked at the publishing house, when, coincidentally, she overheard a guy named Shubo was also there to see the editor-in-chief. She quietly followed him, but a staff member called her back. While the staff member was busy on the phone, Xiao Duo hurried to catch up with Shubo. She saw him putting on the head of the owl and overheard the editor-in-chief telling her younger brother to keep the Season 3 manuscript a secret. Xiao Duo secretly guessed that Shubo was Black. Walking along the beach, Xiao Duo ran into Yin Chung again. She thought he was upset because the publishing house had rejected his manuscript. She remembered Black, once saying that a person who experiences failure 41 times will always succeed on the 42nd try. She had seen Black experience failure step by step, going from a newbie to a master. Hearing Xiao Duo still claiming to be Black's assistant, Yin Chung called her a fraud. To collect a fee for psychological counseling, she took his determiner. Yin Chung sketched a portrait of Xiao Duo, then titled it Habitual Liar. During the new student orientation, Xiao Duo couldn't find the comic book club. She asked an upperclassman and found out that the comic book club was about to be disbanded. Running to the comic book club's office, Xiao Duo ran into the jerk from before. His name was Qiao Ba, the head of the boxing club, and he was demanding the comic book club space. Xu Bo came to intervene, reminding Qiao Ba that he had to wait for the Youth League's decision on office allocation. A member of the comic book club, named Xiao Yang, said that Yin Chung was about to secure funding. Xiao Ba didn't believe anyone would spend money on such silly comics. Yin Chung put the drawings aside and, along with Xiao Yang, fought back. Against Xiao Ba's group, Xiao Duo sneaked in and saw the drawing of an owl on the floor. She declared that the comic book club would not be disbanded. She introduced herself as Black's assistant, there to help the comic book club, and to prove it, she showed a sketch by Black. Xu Bo had seen the manuscript at the publishing house before, so he did not acknowledge Xiao Duo's identity, and Xiao Ba's group had to grudgingly leave. In the first class, the teacher invited Yin Chung to be a teaching assistant to explain to the underclassmen the connection between psychology and traditional medicine. The doctor saw Xiao Duo staring intently at her phone, and he made her stand up and share what she saw from a picture. She diagnosed that Xu Bo's face was a little red, possibly due to overwork and an unbalanced diet. Furthermore, he might have a strong yang and weak yin constitution, making him look strong but lacking sufficient blood. She suggested a treatment plan balancing work and rest, and maybe practicing Tai Chi in his free time. Xiao Miao admired Xiao Duo. No wonder she's loved traditional medicine since she was little. Near the end of class, Xiao Miao reported that the video of Xiao Duo diagnosing the illness was trending on the school forum. Her classmates even called her the goddess of the traditional medicine department. Xiao Duo once again faced the attention of everyone around her, but from a different perspective. Back then, when Xiao Duo's body was made fun of by her friends, she made up a lie that she was sick and couldn't control her weight. From then on, she received sympathy from her friends, but had to weave lies into a suit of armor. But when that self-protective armor was forcibly removed, her fragile body was once again mocked to the point of being hurt all over. At her most desperate moment, Xiao Duo met Black. His comics were like a light shining on her dark life. The warm characters in them gave her courage to become a better version of herself. Black, thank you, because of you, I'm the me I am today. Going to the psychology lab to find Black, Xiao Duo ran into Yin Cheng again. Hearing him say that Shu Bo wasn't there, she was about to leave when she suddenly saw the blue sky, just like the scene outside the owl's house. Yin Cheng invited her outside, but remembered he needed to do an experiment about lies. He didn't believe Xiao Duo was Black's assistant and wanted her to prove it through a lie detector test. After setting up the equipment, Yin Cheng started asking for some personal information. But when he asked her if she had lied a lot, Xiao Duo's heart rate started to increase. He wondered what could make her give up the intention to lie. Xiao Duo honestly answered that it was Black's comics. At her worst time, the pages of the comic transferred positive energy to her. Yin Cheng said he heard that Black was already past his prime. Xiao Duo believed that he was just facing some difficulties and would quickly overcome them. Even if Black didn't like to draw anymore, she would always support him. Because I like Black, I like him the most in this world. Just then, Shu Bo showed up, and Xiao Duo confessed that she had memorized the Owl and Squirrel series. She was really looking forward to the release of the third season. Yin Cheng reminded the two of them to keep quiet in the lab. Hearing that Shu Bo wanted to be WeChat friends, Xiao Duo was so happy she was shaking. She promised him she would keep Black's identity a secret. Breaking into the comic book club to find Black's drawings, Xiao Duo accidentally ran into Yin Cheng. He asked her why she stepped up to help the club. Hearing Xiao Duo still lying, he asked about Black's habits. She said that he liked to draw the background first, then the foreground. She even used to help him with sketches. Yin Cheng said that Xiao Duo's hands didn't look like someone who knew how to draw. Furthermore, Black's drawing structure always had the foreground drawn before the background. Xiao Duo was delighted to meet someone who understood Black even better than she did. She revealed that he was afraid of heights and hated green peppers. Because in a picture on his personal page, Black had pushed the green peppers out of his food. Yin Cheng thanked her for the bland sharing, but the comic book club will not accept a liar like Xiao Duo. Hearing the security guard, Xiao Duo pulled Yin Cheng to crawl under the table. She told him to get her phone, which caused the security guard to catch Xiao Duo red-handed. She said she was with the boxing club and then dragged Yin Cheng, running away to a safe place. Xiao Duo asked Yin Cheng if people really couldn't lie. He thought some lies come from good intentions, and there are also truths that need courage. What to do with lies is up to each individual. So Yin Cheng, would you lie? Knowing Yin Cheng didn't want to answer, she pretended the security guard was coming and ran away. The next day, Xiao Yang met Xiao Duo outside the sports field. He hurried over to chat, subtly asking her about the girl from the day before. Xiao Duo remembered it was Xiao Miao. Hearing that the upperclassmen wanted to get to know her, she revealed that Xiao Miao was in the Chinese Culture Club. Yin Cheng wondered, how are those two close? Xiao Yang, as a member of the comic book club, agreed to accept Xiao Duo. Going to the Culture Club, Xiao Yang overheard Xiao Miao saying that everyone was wearing hanfu incorrectly, because the front flap turning to the left is the way ethnic minorities or deceased people wear their burial clothes. The club president was furious and kicked Xiao Miao out of the office. Xiao Yang went in, criticizing the Culture Club's level, that being so shallow, yet refusing to learn. Pulling Xiao Miao outside, Xiao Yang turned back to argue right and wrong with them. Ending the war, Xiao Yang, even with a bruised face, was still happy to have defended Xiao Miao. He thought what she said was great, and those other people didn't understand anything about culture. They only wore hanfu to take pictures and post them on social media. He suggested she join the comic book club. On the other side, editor-in-chief Xu Fan met with Yin Cheng. She advised him to focus on his work instead of the comic book club. She had applied for funding to help Yin Cheng, but didn't get it approved by the leadership. She also told him to think about using Black's identity to participate in the inter-school comic book exhibition regarding the club. Yin Cheng said that the old members had already disbanded, leaving only a total of 4 single men. Xiao Yang solemnly announced that they had just recruited a trump card, Black's assistant. Seeing the faint glimmer of hope in the member's eyes, Yin Cheng couldn't bring himself to extinguish it. Xiao Yang began the introduction ceremony about the club's history. He said that after Yin Cheng joined, Black's comic suddenly had many scenes set at Manching University. The rumor is that Black is hiding here, so people rushed to join the club, but a year ago Black stopped updating the comic, causing the club to decline. Yin Cheng reminded them that the club needed at least 10 members to continue. Xiao Duo decided she would do her best to bring the club back to its former glory. Xiao Duo's fighting spirit moved the members to tears. Meeting Shu Bo, Xiao Duo asked if he was angry that she claimed to be Black's assistant. Shubo didn't blame her, because she just wanted to solve the problem. Seeing him preparing for a social gathering, she got a new idea for the club. Xiao Duo discussed a plan to spruce up their appearances to attract new members at the social gathering. Xiao Yang was going to object, but hearing that Xiao Miao was attending the gathering, he changed his mind and enthusiastically joined in. Knowing Yin Cheng didn't want to go, the members dragged themselves over to beg the club president. The student social gathering was held grandly on the beach. Each participant would wear a bracelet that detects attraction. As soon as he saw Xiao Miao, Xiao Yang's bracelet lit up nonstop. He temporarily turned it off to be quiet around his goddess. Over here, Shubo asked Yin Cheng if he had found a research subject yet. Just then, Xiao Duo came over, radiant in a sea blue dress, making both Shubo and Yin Cheng stare in awe. She called everyone to watch her roommate play the Eru, who's with the drama club, and very immersed in the role of someone betrayed by their lover. At the end of the performance, she looked towards Yin Cheng, but he was only focused on Xiao Duo. Continuing the social program, Shubo organized a game called Vibration Signal. Xiao Duo signaled to her teammates to show their charm to attract new members. She introduced herself as Black's assistant, calling on fans to join the comic book club. Shubo unexpectedly came over to socialize with Xiao Duo. She probed, asking if he had met someone who made him feel a vibration. Seeing his bracelet vibrate, Shubo quickly pulled his hand back. He made the excuse that his hand was a little numb and asked to go to the restroom. Over here, Hiru came to chat with Yin Cheng. It turned out they were classmates in their third year, majoring in psychology. Yin Cheng ignored Hiru because his eyes were busy paying attention to Xiao Duo. Seeing a male student asking to be WeChat friends with her, he couldn't stand it anymore and wanted to take the guy's place. Xiao Duo followed the procedure, asking if he had felt a vibration with anyone. She taught him that he could share his interest with the person he likes. For example, she likes comics and likes the type of person like Black. The bracelet on Yin Cheng's hand suddenly vibrated to the rhythm of his thumping heart. A few tables away, the bracelet on Xiao Yang's hand also vibrated continuously when he sat across from Xiao Miao. He was embarrassed and threw the bracelet into a nearby bowl of orange juice. The next activity was a three-legged race. Xiao Yang was lucky enough to be on the same team as Xiao Miao. Hiru drew lots and ended up on Shubo's team. Yin Cheng was a little nervous about tying his leg with Xiao Duo's. Hearing him say she wasn't good at sports, Xiao Duo revealed that she once ran 6 kilometers to Black's autograph session. She told him to listen to the slogan to practice once. Unexpectedly, Yin Cheng didn't take a step in time, causing Xiao Duo to fall flat. Hearing the whistle start, he pulled her hand and moved forward. Seeing the ball about to fall on Hiru's head, Xiao Duo jumped up to warn her. They woke when they got to the hospital. She saw herself lying in a hospital bed with both hands bandaged. She was scared and called for help. Yin Cheng suddenly pulled the curtain, reminding her not to yell late at night. Xiao Duo apologized and promised to buy him effective foot ointment. The next day, Xiao Duo cried for her new dress. Hearing Yin Cheng grumbling, Xiao Duo asked him what else he wanted her to make up for. He wanted her to be his lab rat, but Xiao Duo misunderstood, thinking he had bad intentions. Seeing Yin Cheng having difficulty walking, she agreed to be his support and also agreed to be his lab rat. Instead of leaning on his shoulder, Yin Cheng decided to hold Xiao Duo's head to be less awkward. Going into the restroom, Yin Cheng received a call from his mother. She apologized to her son for being too busy with work. Waiting for Yin Cheng to finish, Xiao Duo continued to be his support. She advised him to treat the lab rat well. She suddenly had an idea. Her broken arm and his broken leg, it's perfect they can help each other. Hearing Yin Cheng agree, Xiao Duo volunteered to be his crutch. Back in the room, she asked him to peel a banana. Yin Cheng did as he was told and shoved the whole banana into Xiao Duo's mouth. Over here, the homeroom teacher blamed Shubo for not prioritizing safety. Moreover, many students reported that the comic book club used the excuse of recruiting during the social gathering. He wondered how he could trust Shubo with the position of student union president. At the hospital, Xiao Duo wanted to eat an orange. Yin Cheng guessed Xiao Duo was hungry and told her to choose something to eat. Seeing Xiao Duo unable to decide, he decided to order pig's trotter soup so she could eat. While waiting for the food, Yin Cheng peeled a tangerine but didn't feed it to Xiao Duo. Finally, the food arrived. Seeing Yin Cheng eating heartily, Xiao Duo asked him to feed her a bite. She wondered if he wasn't afraid of getting fat from eating so much meat. Yin Cheng thought, so what if he got fat? As long as he was healthy, it was fine. That statement moved Xiao Duo deeply. She discovered he was using her chopsticks. Just then, Hiru brought food for Yin Cheng. Seeing that Xiao Duo hadn't eaten, Hiru fed her instead. Xiao Duo asserted that whoever was lucky enough to marry the upperclassman would be fortunate. She pretended to be sleepy to give the two of them some privacy. Hiru had helped Yin Cheng take notes during today's lecture. In the evening, Xiao Duo opened her eyes and woke up, seeing Yin Cheng's serious face. She admitted he was handsome, just a little mean. Just then, Xiao Yang came in to report that the student union did not accept the applications from the social gathering due to a lack of members and no funding, so the school would disband the comic book club. Outside, Shubo overheard Xiao Duo blaming the student union for being unreasonable and didn't dare to come in to visit her. Seeing Xiao Duo shed tears, Yanqing advised her not to worry too much because the club was just a title, but Xiao Duo regretted the efforts of the whole group, and furthermore, Black would care because he wouldn't want the people who love comics to disband. She remembered Black once saying, "Only those who have tried have the right to give up." She believed we can reorganize the comic book club as a fan club for Black. In the middle of the night, Yanqing snuck back to the club office. The next morning, the online community was buzzing because Black had finally returned. Waiting for Xiao Duo to wake up, Yanqing deliberately made noise, but couldn't wake her. He ended up saying Black had just updated his status, which of course hit Xiao Duo's sweet spot. Seeing with her own eyes the words, "Black is working on Season 3, Xiao Duo was so excited that she jumped on the bed to celebrate at the comic book club office. Xiao Yang discovered the new drawing on the notice board. Xiao Duo was moved to recognize it as Black's drawing style. Some girls came to register for the club. Xiao Duo urged Yin Cheng to thank Black, so she could relay the message. Yin Cheng reminded Xiao Duo that she hadn't yet thanked him for tying her hair. Just then, Xiao Ba dragged Shubo over, inviting the comic book club to leave. Xiao Duo argued that the club still had one day to turn things around. Seeing Xiao Ba about to make a move, Yin Cheng stood in front of Xiao Duo. Xiao Yang managed to get Xiao Miao to join the club, making exactly 10 members. Xiao Ba, respecting Shubo, told his guys to retreat. Xiao Duo thanked the 5 new members for joining, and called Yin Cheng Editor-in-Chief Shuf and blamed him for automatically updating his status carelessly. She reminded him that his contract with the publishing house was not yet over. If love brings creative inspiration, she advised him to try it and to ask Shubo out for a meal. Xiao Duo thanked him for not disbanding the club. Because of his status update, people rediscovered their love for comics. Shubo said he wasn't Black, but Xiao Duo thought he didn't want to reveal his identity. Shubo fed Xiao Duo, but Yin Cheng ate it. He made the excuse that his leg hurt, so he couldn't get the food himself. By the way, he gave Xiao Duo a bottle of bone and joint supplement. At the hospital, the doctor diagnosed Yin Cheng as recovering quite quickly. However, he asked the doctor to let him wear the bandage for a few more days. Over here, Xiao Duo enjoyed the feeling of freedom of her hands. Going out to meet her, Yin Cheng immediately turned on his limping mode. He blamed her for his leg being in this state, so she had to take care of him until he was fully recovered. Going to the library, Yin Cheng sent a call number and asked Xiao Duo to get the book for him. Coincidentally meeting Hiru, she asked the upperclassmen to take care of Yin Cheng. He remembered Xiao Duo didn't have any classes. She revealed she was busy studying, teaching him how to be a good person. Just then, receiving a work message, Yin Cheng excused himself to leave first. Hiru remembered 2 years ago, she was standing on a ladder to get a book and didn't know someone was secretly taking pictures. Yin Cheng stood up for Hiru and even lent her his jacket. From that moment, Hiru couldn't forget Yin Cheng's image. Meeting with his 2 best students, the homeroom teacher heard that they had just found a research subject. Shubo quickly reported that his group was conducting an experiment. Yin Cheng apologized because he had asked her first. The homeroom teacher didn't know how the 2 students would divide the work, as long as they submitted the thesis on time. Waiting for Yin Cheng outside the men's dormitory, Xiao Duo gave him some traditional Chinese medicine for bone and joint health. She also carefully told him how to use it on the back of the package. Back at the dormitory, Yin Cheng looked for Xiao Duo's messages to Black. After reading a series of inquiring messages, he replied with one word, "Thanks." He decided to go online and take a love psychology quiz. The next day, Xiao Duo waited to give a medicated plaster to Yin Cheng. Seeing her almost stumble, he instinctively ran to help her. She discovered that his leg was healed, and he dared to act in front of her. Just then, Shubo appeared, asking Xiao Duo to come do an experiment. Yin Cheng reminded her that she had agreed to be his lab rat. Shubo wanted to play a tennis match with Yin Chung, winner takes all. Xiao Duo tried to stop them, but Yin Chung accepted the challenge. The score was 6-7 in favor of Shubo. In the final rally, they played evenly, but Yin Chung tripped and lost the final point. Xiao Duo scolded him for not listening to her. He dared to play, dared to accept responsibility, so the experimental subject went to Shubo. However, Xiao Duo wanted to examine Yin Chung. She gently massaged and constantly nagged him. Yin Chung invited everyone for drinks, and by the way, asked Xiao Duo to do an experiment. However, his questions were all related to her preferences and views on love. Hearing the bell ring for the end of time, Xiao Duo excused herself to find Shubo coincidentally. She met him again at the coffee shop. Yin Chung was red with jealousy and didn't want to stay. Back at the library, Yin Chung analyzed the experiment based on Xiao Duo's answers. However, he didn't see her as someone hiding weakness behind a strong facade, needing understanding and tolerance. Involuntarily, he sketched a portrait of Xiao Duo. Yin Chung recalled every expression of hers. Unexpectedly, his creative inspiration suddenly surged. After finishing the sketch, he took a picture to share with his fans. Over here, Xiao Duo received a notification about Black's new post. Just then, Shubo was holding his phone, but she discovered that Black had a mole on his right hand, and the upperclassman was left-handed. Going to the lab, Xiao Duo realized she wasn't Shubo's only subject. He invited many classmates to take the test to ensure accuracy in his research. Reading the questions that inadvertently delved into her past, Xiao Duo felt a slight headache. She believed that people often lie to cover up previous lies. At Xiao Duo's most uncomfortable moment, Yin Chung came and pulled her outside. Yin Chung believed that the experimental subject might show signs of rejection. If she was uncomfortable, she could ask to stop at any time. He blamed Shubo for being unprofessional for not noticing Xiao Duo's reaction. Hearing her defend him, Yin Chung got angry and left for the dormitory. Xiao Duo told Xiao Miao about Yin Chung pulling her out of the lab. Xiao Miao probed, asking if Xiao Duo had feelings for Yin Chung. Although Xiao Duo denied it, Xiao Miao still believed that she had feelings for Yin Chung, and furthermore, he also liked Xiao Duo. Over here, Xiao Yang, hearing the story, was certain that his bro liked Xiao Duo. Hearing Yin Chung only consider her as his experimental subject, Xiao Yang encouraged his friend to strive to turn the lab rat into his girlfriend. Yin Chung messaged editor-in-chief Xu Fun, deciding to have the club participate in the university-level comic book exhibition. The next day, Yin Chung announced to the members that he had secured a spot for the club in the exhibition. If they won first prize, it would temporarily solve the funding problem. Xiao Yang suggested cosplay, but it lacked creativity. A guy named Hua Dao asked Xiao Duo to invite Black. Yin Chung objected because Black was very busy and wouldn't participate in public activities. Xiao Miao had an idea. Asked Xiao Duo to get some of Black's manuscripts for the club to display at the exhibition. Xiao Duo agreed. She would go find Black. Meeting Shubo, Xiao Duo asked to borrow 2 manuscript pages to help the club participate in the exhibition. She promised not to reveal the contents of Season 3, just discarded drawings would do. Shubo couldn't bear to refuse and hesitantly spoke the truth. He agreed and then went to ask his older sister. Hearing that her younger brother wanted to borrow 2 drawings by Black, Shufan wondered if Shubo wanted to help the comic book club or show off in front of a girl. However, she had principles and couldn't help her brother. Just then, seeing the assistant editor-in-chief carrying documents to be destroyed, Shubo remembered seeing a manuscript of the Owl and Squirrel comic. He pretended to help her destroy them to retrieve the manuscript. At the dormitory, Xiao Duo asked her friends for outfit advice to be suitable to go to an amusement park. She said that Shubo was given 2 tickets, so she got a benefit. Just then, Xiao Miao received a call from Xiao Yang. He had bought a lot of snacks, enough for her to eat with her friends. Xiao Miao blurted out that she had just chosen a dress for Xiao Duo to go to the amusement park with Shubo. Xiao Yang, hearing this, rushed back to tell his bro. Early in the morning, Xiao Duo was already at the amusement park gate. Shubo came to take her to play the claw machine to get an owl plushie. Because he was afraid of heights, he didn't dare to play any adventurous games, so Xiao Duo drifted into the accessory store. Just then, Shubo received a call from the teacher, calling him back to compete for the position of student union president. He didn't want to leave Xiao Duo, but she urged him to go back to deal with the urgent matter first. Going to play darts, Xiao Duo thought to herself that the upperclassman only had the student union and comics on his mind. Yin Chung suddenly appeared beside her. He remembered last night, Xiao Yang running back at top speed to report that Xiao Duo was going on a date with Shu Bo at the amusement park. He was initially calm and accepting, but Xiao Yang explained that dating is love at first sight, then holding hands and walking through life together. As a result, Yanqing outwardly appeared unconcerned, but his feet ran to the amusement park earlier than Xiao Duo. He secretly followed them from the entrance to the claw machine area. Waiting for them to leave, he went in and grabbed the owl plushie that Xiao Duo liked. Seeing Shu Bo leave first, he continued to follow her. With her perfect dart-throwing skills, Xiao Duo successfully got the squirrel. She respected Yin Cheng for understanding black better than she did, so she gave it to him. Yin Cheng wasn't polite, but he used all his strength to snatch the squirrel from Xiao Duo's hand. Going to the racing game house, Yin Cheng revealed that he would nominate Xiao Duo as vice president of the club. He gave her the owl plushie as a gift for accepting the position. He thought that he and Black both saw Xiao Duo's efforts. She was so surprised that she needed time to consider. Yin Cheng knew she was secretly thrilled. He gave the vice president a chance to keep up with his speed. Finally, Xiao Duo had a companion to play a series of adventurous games with. Sitting on the Ferris wheel, Yin Cheng was worried about not having a seatbelt. Xiao Duo suddenly shook it to tease him. Seeing the mole on Yin Cheng's right hand, she said that Black also had a similar mole. He said that many people have similar moles and then changed the subject to the fireworks outside. Under the bright light, Yin Cheng only looked at Xiao Duo's radiant smile. She lent him the owl plushie while she would hold the squirrel. Yin Cheng thought to himself, could his story have come true? Waiting for Xiao Duo at the dormitory gate, Shu Bo gave her a sweet. Seeing Xiao Duo's hair a little messy, he was about to reach out to smooth it for her, but he stopped himself because he hadn't washed his hair. Shu Bo felt embarrassed and was about to reschedule with Xiao Duo. Just then, she received a call from Xiao Miao saying that the girls' dormitory was about to close. Over here, Yin Cheng received a photo of himself with Xiao Duo. He carefully saved each picture on his phone. The next day, Xiao Miao woke her friend up because Xiao Duo was trending again on the school's hot search. It turned out that someone had secretly taken pictures of her going to the amusement park with Yin Cheng and then being intimate with the vice president of the student union. During class, Xiao Duo couldn't restrain herself and went on the school forum. The public left malicious comments and even organized a poll to see who she would end up with. After class, Xiao Duo avoided Yin Cheng and bumped into Shu Bo. He apologized because the manuscript was copyrighted and he couldn't give it to her. Xiao Duo didn't blame him, just warned him to be careful about trending on hot search. Shu Bo didn't understand what was going on and went on the school forum. He realized that Yin Cheng had taken his place to go out with Xiao Duo. Over here, Yin Cheng also just heard about the hot search. Xiao Yang said that Yin Cheng and Shu Bo were like two gods of the school. How could Xiao Duo be okay getting involved with both of them? Xiao Miao said she was very sad and didn't even want to see anyone. Yin Cheng anxiously messaged Xiao Duo to check on her, but didn't receive a reply. It turned out that Xiao Duo was lying down in the comic book reading room. She unexpectedly received a message from Yin Cheng saying that he had gotten Black's manuscript. Running back to the club, Xiao Duo was overjoyed to see her idol's drawings. She guessed that the last time they met, Yin Cheng was sneaking around looking through the trash to get Black's discarded drawings. Hearing him ask about the hot search, Xiao Duo acted like she was fine, but she couldn't fool Yin Cheng. She had to admit that she was like a tangerine about to be eaten by public opinion. Yin Cheng remembered Black once wrote a chapter about the other animals discovering the friendship between the owl and the squirrel. He thought the meaning of this passage was not to care about the opinions of others, because no one can be liked by everyone. The owl only needed one person to stand with him against all cruelty. Xiao Duo, if you're having trouble, you can tell me. Xiao Duo understood those principles, but it was hard to follow them. The malicious words were like a shadow always chasing after her. Even though she knew she shouldn't be cowardly, she still wanted to be an ostrich and run away. Once again, Yin Cheng allowed it and agreed to be an ostrich with her. Too late, Xiao Duo discovered the door was locked. Coincidentally, both of their phones were dead. Yin Cheng took Xiao Duo back to the office, giving her the only blanket. He had to finish the poster for tomorrow's social gathering, so he wished her good night. Seeing Yin Cheng working diligently, Xiao Duo decided to sit with him. Seeing her slump down, Yin Cheng quickly caught Xiao Duo's face. She wanted to lie down on the table to take a nap. Yin Cheng gently covered her with a blanket and adjusted the lamp so it wouldn't shine in Xiao Duo's eyes. He drew while watching her sleep soundly. Early in the morning, Xiao Duo woke up and quickly pretended to still be asleep. Hearing the cleaning lady's voice, Xiao Duo quickly greeted her and quickly cleaned up the desk. As a result, she and Yin Cheng both received a warning from the school for being absent from the dormitory. Taking Xiao Duo back, he told her to get ready for class, and he would explain to the teacher. From a distance, two female students took a picture of Yin Cheng, taking Xiao Duo back early in the morning. The netizens were once again in an uproar, hailing Xiao Duo as a master of time, dating two guys at the same time. However, Yin Cheng spent the night with Xiao Duo, so he won over Shu Bo. Hearing the sarcastic remarks right behind her, Xiao Duo felt nauseous, but even in the restroom, they wouldn't leave her alone. They were accusing Xiao Duo of selling her body to win over the best guys in school. Xiao Duo once again fell into the darkest pit. Just then, Hiru came in and said that the school cameras clearly recorded the two students taking secret photos of Xiao Duo, yet they still thought they were righteous, exposing Xiao Duo's true face. Xiao Miao questioned, "Can a picture reveal the truth?" In the room, Xiao Duo remembered Yin Cheng telling her not to care about the opinions of others. She was no longer a weak Xiao Duo, and decided to go outside and face them. Xiao Duo calmly criticized their photography skills as terrible. She declared that she would explain to the school so the teachers could deal with those who dared to insult her. She reminded them, sometimes what you see and hear is not necessarily the truth. Going outside the school, Xiao Duo felt lucky for the appearance of her two good friends. Hiru said that Yin Cheng had reported to the school and asked to check the security cameras, discovering the person spreading the rumors. Running to the club, Xiao Duo saw Yin Cheng sleeping and stood to block the sun for him. Hearing Yin Cheng's voice, she turned around to thank him for finding the person spreading the rumors. She accepted the invitation to be the vice president of the comic book club. Yin Cheng immediately asked the vice president to contribute ideas for the upcoming exhibition. Xiao Duo asked for permission to go think more, and didn't forget to remind him to go sleep on the sofa for comfort. In the club meeting, Yin Cheng said that Xiao Duo, with her love for comics, had brought everyone together, so he decided to appoint her as vice president of the club. Xiao Duo accepted the position to the enthusiastic applause of the members. Yin Cheng said that this year, in addition to the judges, the audience could also vote in the exhibition. The members began to buzz. Some wanted to hand out flyers, some to wear Hanfu to promote. Xiao Duo had an idea to take a picture of Black's drawing and then transform it into a jigsaw puzzle. Whoever solved the puzzle would receive a real manuscript from Black. The condition to participate in the challenge was to vote for the comic book club. Xiao Duo high-fived Yin Cheng, wishing them successful cooperation. The exhibition was expanded with the participation of many comic book clubs. Arriving at the display booth, Xiao Duo thanked Yin Cheng for complimenting her that she didn't dress badly, but her happy mood suddenly vanished when she saw the person who used to bully her, Tian Chuan. Seeing that they didn't recognize her, Xiao Duo quickly hid. Seeing her trembling, Yin Cheng made the excuse that they were displaying goods and invited the classmates to another booth. Xiao Duo could now breathe, wanting to be alone for a while. She remembered that they not only beat her, mocked her, but also cut her hair. Xiao Duo unexpectedly ran into Tian Chuan again, and trembled with fear. Fortunately, Shu Bo arrived in time to take her back to the club. Shu Bo saw Black's drawings and didn't dare to hand over the file of manuscripts in his hand. He sadly threw the manuscript in the trash. At the display booth, Yin Cheng noticed Xiao Duo looked like she had lost her soul. Hearing her say she was hungry, Hiru took Xiao Duo to get something to eat. Unexpectedly, they ran into Tian Chuan. The more he looked, the more he thought she looked like an old friend of his. Hiru thought he had mistaken her for someone else and asked him to leave immediately. Xiao Duo asked the upperclassman to go back first and give her some peace. Seeing Hiru return alone, Yin Cheng went to look for Xiao Duo. She was looking at the picture of the owl embracing the squirrel. Talking with Xiao Duo, Yin Cheng asked, "What happened?" Hearing her still acting like she was fine, he reminded her that the habit of lying is a disease. Xiao Duo wondered, if she hid something from Yin Cheng, would he still be friends with her? Yin Cheng knew. Xiao Duo hardly ever told the truth, but after being around Xiao Duo for a while, he discovered she had no bad intentions. He didn't blame lies that could protect oneself. Yin Cheng drew a picture of the owl and stuck it on Xiao Duo's forehead. She assessed his drawing skills as being worlds apart from Black's. On the next day of the exhibition, Xiao Duo regained her energy and transformed into the flying squirrel girl. Outside, the crowd flocked to the booth of Xuecheng University. Just by voting for them, they would receive a drawing by Black. Yin Chung recognized it as the work of artificial intelligence. Over here, Shu Bo went to see Tian Chuan. He said it was the sketch he threw in the trash. Tian Chuan didn't believe Black would throw away a complete drawing. From a distance, Xiao Duo had heard everything. She waited for Tian Chuan to leave before daring to go meet Shu Bo, knowing that she had heard everything. Shu Bo admitted that the drawing was the work of artificial intelligence. Xiao Duo thought that machines don't have souls like humans, so Black wouldn't do that. She wouldn't let anyone be allowed to destroy him. Back at the booth, Xiao Duo announced that she had reported it to the event organizers. She wanted to protect Black's reputation with everyone. On the way to find Yin Chung, Xiao Duo ran into Shu Bo again. He was heartbroken when her eyes became so distant. Shu Bo was about to tell the truth, but Xiao Duo said she knew he wasn't Black. She thanked him for his honesty. Just then, the event organizers announced that a mysterious guest had come to interact with the students. Shu Bo silently stood watching Xiao Duo's back fade away. Gathering at the podium, Editor-in-Chief Shu Fan introduced the mysterious guest as Mr. Black. He shared that he was drawing the story for Season 3, so the manuscript in the hands of Xuecheng University was created by artificial intelligence. He didn't deny the value of artificial intelligence, but it could never express the emotions and consciousness of the creator. All of his creations were based on real emotions. He had gotten used to and would continue to insist on drawing by hand to thank his fans. Black would choose one person to interact with. He chose the flying squirrel, making Xiao Duo overjoyed. She nervously hoped Black would give her a hug. Under the romantic sunset, Xiao Duo finally found the warmth of Black, the person who once saved her from the dark hell. "I like you." Xiao Duo couldn't believe what she had just heard. She was at the height of happiness when she ran into Tian Chuan. At the most desperate moment, the owl once again appeared and pulled her out of that dark pit. Back at the office, Black signaled to Xiao Duo not to be unhappy, because her smile was very beautiful. "Black, I really like your comics. Every time I felt helpless, the characters in your stories encouraged me to keep going. I once ran 6 kilometers to your autograph session in the city, but when I got there, everything was over. At that time, an owl appeared and signed my book. Even though you don't remember, that will forever be the most wonderful moment of my life." Black took off his glove and signed for her again. "Xiao Duo, I hope tomorrow can become a new good memory for you." Xiao Duo saw the mole on Black's hand and remembered Yin Cheng's hand. Seeing him quickly go to open the door, she apologized for being a little excited. Back at the display booth, Xiao Duo happily hugged Xiao Miao tightly. Just then, Yin Cheng also returned. He quietly helped Xiao Duo carry things, pinning a commemorative photo on the wall. Yin Cheng remembered the moment he held Xiao Duo in his arms. She suddenly appeared to share with him about meeting Black. Seeing Yin Cheng ignore her, she was afraid he was offended. He was just busy with something in the afternoon. Xiao Duo continued to recount in detail the moment she rushed into Black's arms. Guessing Yin Cheng was sad because he didn't get to meet Black, she gave the card back to him. Seeing Yin Cheng's red face, Xiao Duo lightly touched his cheek, but didn't feel a fever. Over here, Hiru accidentally saw Xiao Duo's high school photo. She recognized Xiao Duo as Tian Chuan's friend. Just then, Xiao Miao came back boasting that Xiao Duo got to hug Black during the meet and greet, so she ran off to tell Yin Cheng. Hiru, hearing this, felt a pang of sadness and asked Xiao Duo to go outside. Ru wondered if she was Tian Chuan's friend. She heard he was a troubled student and was very worried about her underclassmen. Xiao Duo said that in the past, she used to go to school alone. That day, she was first stopped by Tian Chuan demanding pocket money. In a moment of urgency, Xiao Duo said she was the niece of his homeroom teacher, but she didn't expect that the lie originally meant to protect herself would make her unable to escape Tian Chuan. But now, she had become stronger because she had more friends by her side to protect and tolerate her. On the third day of the exhibition, Xiao Duo took the upperclassmen back to the display booth. She said that a pervert had installed a camera in the women's restroom. Hiru was lucky to have discovered it early. Checking the security camera, Xiao Duo discovered a suspect sneaking into the women's restroom early in the morning. Back at the group meeting, Yin Cheng said that the person would definitely come to get the camera, so they just needed to lie in wait. Shu Bo came to ask to participate in everyone's plan. In the evening at the end of the event, the suspect came to get the camera. Xiao Duo and Hiru went to catch him red-handed, and it was indeed Tian Chuan. He was about to attack the two girls, but Hua Dao's group held him tight. From a distance, Xiao Yang was ready to surround and capture the pervert. Unexpectedly, He fired the confetti cannon at himself. Xiao Miao held him, accidentally ripping Tian Chuan's pants. He continued to flee, but couldn't escape the dragnet. Finally, Yin Cheng knocked down the pervert. Editor-in-Chief Xu Fan told the students to go back to school, so she could take him to the police station. On the bus at the end of the day, Yin Cheng gazed at Xiao Duo. He didn't know that she was also secretly looking at him through the window. That night, Xiao Duo had a beautiful dream. She was allowed to see Black's appearance, and it was surprisingly Yin Cheng. He was smug because she dreamed of him, which meant she loved him deeply. Waiting for Yin Cheng outside the men's dormitory, Xiao Duo applied a medicated plaster to the wound on his hand. After what happened last night, she felt that having friends was great. Whether Black was at Manching University or not, she would dedicate herself to the comic book club. Yin Cheng didn't allow Xiao Duo to change her feelings for Black. She had to keep searching for him. In the meeting, Yin Cheng announced that the club not only won first prize for creative ideas, but also received the Outstanding Person Award. Although the funding wasn't much, it was enough to maintain the club. Just then, a former member named Yu Qi returned to the club. Xiao Yang introduced her as someone who used to work very well with Yin Cheng, but then had to go on a student exchange abroad. Seeing Yu Qi again, Xu Bo remembered the years when she pursued him. He made the excuse that he was a little busy and asked to go to the lab first. Xiao Duo wondered why Yin Cheng only chose her as a research subject. Hearing him say that only she met all the conditions, Xiao Duo suddenly felt important. Giving a mirror to Xiao Duo, Yin Cheng asked her how she felt about herself now. Xiao Duo believed that she had become braver, not running away when facing difficulties because she knew she had good friends by her side. At the end of the experiment, Xiao Duo made Yin Cheng help her stand up. Unexpectedly, she spun around and accidentally pushed him into her arms. Seeing Yu Qi arrive, Xiao Duo excused herself to leave. In the middle of the night, Yin Cheng sat drawing the owl comic, remembering moments with Xiao Duo. His inspiration increasingly surged. The next day, Xiao Duo witnessed the chemistry between Yu Qi and Yin Cheng. She felt uncomfortable and constantly nagged him for being messy. Yu Qi saw this and deliberately praised Yin Cheng's drawing as very cute. Xiao Duo became even more jealous and unconsciously watered a fake plant. The more uncomfortable she felt, the more she made things difficult for Yin Cheng. Hearing Xiao Duo say she was tired, Yin Cheng made the excuse that he was hungry and asked her to go buy food. Yu Qi probed, asking when Yin Cheng would tell Xiao Duo the truth. It turned out that she had caught him taking off the owl costume at the exhibition. Yu Qi agreed to keep the secret on the condition that Yin Cheng help her pursue Xu Bo. She wondered why he chose Xiao Duo as vice president. Yin Cheng said that she was truly working hard to rebuild the comic book club. Xiao Duo happily brought food in for her two teammates. Hearing Yu Qi understand even Yin Cheng's eating preferences, Xiao Duo couldn't control her anger again. After work, Xiao Duo passed by Xu Bo's room and invited him to eat together. Xu Bo saw Yu Qi and made the excuse that he was a little busy. Yin Cheng complained about drawing posters for the student union all afternoon, so he wanted the vice president to show some respect and go to a restaurant. Yu Qi remembered that Xu Bo didn't eat eggplant and Yin Cheng didn't eat green peppers. Hearing her constantly bring up the past, Xu Bo excused himself to go to the restroom. Chasing after him, Yu Qi wondered if Xu Bo still thought she liked him. Xu Bo, do you dare to admit that I'm different from other people in your heart? Yu Qi, I apologize for rejecting you so harshly 2 years ago. She agreed to forgive him on the condition that he invite her to dinner. The next day, the comic book club organized a team-building event. Xiao Yang knowingly tried to switch seats for Xiao Duo, but Hiru called her underclassmen to sit with her. Everyone set off to play an escape room game in front of a desolate villa. Hua Dao wanted to call the driver back. Xiao Yang acted brave, promising to protect Xiao Miao. The door suddenly opened, and Xu Bo led the way inside. Someone abruptly slammed the door shut, causing the group to run into the inner room in fear. The housekeeper said that people rumored this was a haunted house, but only they could uncover the truth to comfort the spirits of the Jia family. Xiao Yang wondered why the housekeeper was still alive, unless he was the murderer. The housekeeper yelled loudly, causing Xiao Yang to jump onto Yin Cheng. He said that the 3 members of the Jia family all died by suicide. Before they could travel back to the Republic of China era to find out the truth, they had to hand over all devices belonging to the modern era. After drawing lots to pair up, the 3 teams went in 3 different directions. Xiao Duo's team found a clue about the Jia family's son. On Yin Cheng's team, Xiao Ba clung tightly to Hiru. Seeing a wind chime, Yincheng put it together to form the words Mom and Dad love you. Meanwhile, Xiaoyang tried to appear strong and move forward, but a fake spider falling down was enough to make him cry for his mom and dad. They also found a box, inside which was a piece of paper with the words, "Love will be together." All the evidence showed that the Jiao family was very happy. Xiaoba analyzed that the father didn't fool around outside, and the mother only liked to play mahjong. Xiao Miao wondered why the wooden cabinet was placed in the living room. A little boy inside said, "I'm sorry, Mom and Dad." Everyone was scared and frantically ran away. Xiaoyang, though trembling, still tried to cling to Xiao Miao. Entering a bedroom, he discovered a mannequin with a curse on it. Seeing the flickering lights, he quickly hugged Xiao Miao tightly to prove his bravery. Over here, Xiao Duo unconsciously pulled Yin Cheng's hand to hide in the closet. Hearing the boy's voice, demanding the room, Xiao Duo was scared and covered her ears tightly. Yin Cheng reassured her because he was there. The cabinet suddenly moved and then stopped abruptly, accidentally bringing Yin Cheng and Xiao Duo closer. Going outside, Yin Cheng guessed that this was the young master's secret room. On the table was a file of portrait drawings of the boy having to celebrate his birthday alone. The young master's wish was to have his parents with him. Yin Cheng suddenly remembered his own situation, also always blowing out birthday candles alone. After finding out the secret of the Jiao family's son, Xiao Duo tried to open the door, but the door was locked tight. She read the young master's birthday, but Yin Cheng thought that this era didn't have voice-activated locks. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door, making Xiao Duo hug Yin Cheng tightly in fear. Many scraps of paper slowly fell down. Yu Qi's team received a file of debt papers. They guessed that the Jiao family appeared rich on the outside, but were deeply in debt. The two teams had returned to the living room, waiting for Yin Cheng and Xiao Duo. Xiaoba read a news report that, after her husband's death, Mrs. Jia went mad and committed suicide in the secret room. Yin Cheng put the paper scraps together with Xiao Duo. He thought this game was very similar to Black's jigsaw puzzles. Xiao Duo thanked the god for protecting her from the darkness. Finally, Yin Cheng had finished assembling the drawing. On it were the words "definitely next time." He guessed that even though the Jiao family lived comfortably, the young master was not happy. He longed to have his family with him. Yin Cheng said that when he was little, his father was constantly transferred for work, so he often moved the whole family from place to place. They often told him "definitely next time" and made him understand his parents. From then on, he hated lies because if you're not sure, don't promise. Xiao Duo decided she would never say that to Yin Cheng. Everyone suddenly rushed in when Xiao Duo was facing very close to Yin Cheng. She quickly pretended to be blowing dust out of his eye. After compiling all the clues, Yin Cheng concluded that the young master liked to draw. The Jia family looked peaceful on the surface, but like a ticking time bomb. What the young master didn't know was that his parents had to borrow money everywhere to pay off a huge debt. The old master went to borrow money, and the madam sold her wedding ring. They had missed their son's birthday many times and promised next time to get it over with. The young master thought he was a burden to his parents and gradually became depressed. Finally, the boy committed suicide in loneliness. The old master was so heartbroken that he became addicted to alcohol and fell to his death. The madam couldn't bear the burden and also ended her life. Yin Cheng used a code-breaking method to turn the word home on the key. Indeed, that was the last wish of the Jia family's son. The housekeeper congratulated the young people for escaping. Xiaoyang discovered that the housekeeper was wearing the young master's longevity lock on his hand and also had a scar. Yin Cheng guessed that he was the Jia family's son. The housekeeper threatened to lock them all up, causing everyone to run wildly. Only Yin Cheng remained calm and took the box containing the phones. Getting on the bus, Yin Cheng told Xiao Duo to sit next to him. Hiru felt a little pang of sadness as they became closer. Yu Qi proactively sat with Shu Bo down below. Xiaoyang wanted to take a commemorative photo with Xiao Miao. Back at the dormitory, Xiaoyang prepared a confession scene for Xiao Miao. He advised his friend to be more proactive to win over Xiao Duo. Back in bed, Yin Cheng was about to text Xiao Duo to invite her to see a movie. Just then, she messaged Black to confide in him. She revealed that she liked someone but wasn't sure of his feelings. Although he was cold, he always noticed her weakness and cared at the right time when she needed it most. When she learned that he also had a painful past, she wanted to get closer. However, this relationship was always stuck in place. If he wasn't more proactive, did that mean he didn't like her? Yin Cheng accidentally sent "okay" to Xiao Duo. He believed that prolonged ambiguity was just playing around, confessing, and being together was genuine. As Black, he wished her luck. Xiao Duo unexpectedly received a message inviting her to see a movie from Yin Cheng. She thanked the god for always helping her. The next morning, Xiao Duo wanted to confess to the upperclassmen. She confessed that she didn't want to lose a good friend, but couldn't stop her feelings for Yin Cheng. Hiru didn't blame Xiao Duo because what mattered was Yin Cheng's way of thinking. She advised Xiao Duo to tell Yin Cheng everything about her past. If he liked Xiao Duo, he would definitely respect and tolerate her flaws. Arriving at the club, Xiao Duo overheard Yin Cheng scolding Hua Dao's lie, which delayed the delivery of posters to the student union. Yuqi accepted to finish it and bring it over to Shu Bo. Seeing Xiao Duo looking tired, Yin Cheng brought her tangerines. Xiao Duo intended to tell the truth, but still didn't dare to face the past. Going to the coffee shop, Xiao Duo asked the book god to show her the way. She flipped it 3 times, and each time it landed on a page advising her to slow down. Xiao Duo thought she didn't need to rush to talk about the past with Yin Cheng. Just then, she saw Xiao Miao enter the shop with Xiao Yang. She secretly eavesdropped on their conversation. Xiao Miao thanked Xiao Yang for always taking care of her. He even learned about Hanfu for her. Because she treasured this friendship, she wanted to confess a secret. She liked to read BL comics. She was afraid that others would find her strange hobby hard to accept. Xiao Yang agreed to keep the secret on the condition that Xiao Miao become his girlfriend. Xiao Miao, I like you. I like it when you talk. About Hanfu, I like how you gently encourage others. I like that you're soft but also brave. Because I like you, whatever your interests are, I'm willing to understand them. Xiao Yang, I'll be your girlfriend. Xiao Yang excitedly showed off the PowerPoint presentation he had prepared to confess to Xiao Miao. She happily held his hand tightly. Behind the door, Xiao Duo secretly wondered if she were as honest as Xiao Miao, would Yin Cheng accept her? Arriving at the club to pick up Yin Cheng, Xiao Duo asked him if he had resolved the poster issue. Yin Cheng said that Yuqi had finished the drawing in time, and he also didn't blame Hua Dao because he didn't intentionally hide it. He had ordered a red sugar heating pad because he thought Xiao Duo was uncomfortable due to her period. Over here, Xiao Yang couldn't bear to be away from his girlfriend. He remembered that couples in love usually hold hands and kiss cheeks. He held Xiao Miao's hand tightly and turned his cheek towards his girlfriend. Xiao Yang took the opportunity to unexpectedly give Xiao Miao her first kiss. From a distance, Yin Cheng covered Xiao Duo's eyes because the scene out there wasn't suitable for children. Xiao Duo still couldn't believe that 2 acquaintances could progress so quickly. Walking past the trees shedding their leaves, Yin Cheng felt time was flying by. In the blink of an eye, it was almost winter. Hearing that Mancheng doesn't have snow, Xiao Duo used leaves to create a snowy surprise for Yin Cheng. The next day, Shubo's poster suddenly appeared on the notice board, proactively calling on everyone to vote for him as student union president. Hearing the other students buzzing about it, he tore down the poster and went to confront Yuqi. He thanked her for her good intentions, but he didn't need it. Yuqi also thanked him because the first culprit he thought of was her. Shubo, you thought she drew the poster for the student union and was always actively pursuing me. Yuqi returned the poster to him and left. Just then, Xiao Duo ran up and said that the culprit was the president of the boxing club. She recounted that last night, she and Yin Cheng accidentally caught him sneaking around the notice board. She realized that Yuqi's anger couldn't be appeased with just a meal or a movie. Xiao Duo was startled because she had forgotten her date with Yin Cheng. In front of the movie theater, Yin Cheng was practicing admitting his identity as Black to Xiao Duo. Across the street, Xiao Duo recorded Yin Cheng eagerly waiting for her. Seeing Xiao Duo, he ran over to meet her. Afraid that the car would hit Xiao Duo, Yin Cheng pulled her hand back. He didn't let go, continuing to lead her across the street. Inside the movie theater, they were both only focused on the sweet couple in front of them. They clumsily tried to imitate them, but were disturbed by the noisy viewers behind them. A couple who arrived late asked to pass, causing Yin Cheng's hand to lightly touch Xiao Duo's. They didn't say anything, just held each other's hands tightly. Xiao Duo gently leaned her head on Yin Cheng's shoulder. After the movie ended, Yin Cheng took Xiao Duo to a surprise location. It turned out that he saw she liked snow, so he specially prepared it, and even hid a gift in the snow. Xiao Duo quickly found her gift a very cute snowman. Xiao Duo, the snowman is fake. Mancheng doesn't have snow because a real snowman can't stand even a little extra warmth. When I first met you, I thought the same, but now I just feel incredibly warm. Xiao Duo, I like you. Yin Cheng, I like you too. If only it were really snowing, everything would be perfect. Before Xiao Duo's eyes, countless cotton fibers suddenly appeared, looking just like white snowflakes. Yin Cheng gently put the scarf he had prepared on his girlfriend. He tenderly touched her lips. Xiao Duo, your lips taste like oranges. Under the glow of the setting sun, they happily embraced. Yin Cheng took photos and took his girlfriend for a walk through the night market. Two once wounded souls finally found each other to warm one another. Gazing at the starry sky, Xiao Duo pointed out the star Sirius, which she loved the most. Because it's the brightest star in the sky. Even through rain and storms, she knew it was always there, accompanying her through many lonely nights. Yin Cheng wanted to become Xiao Duo's Sirius. However, she only let him be second place because the first star in her heart would always belong to Black. Because of him, she found a reason to shine. Gently hugging Xiao Duo, Yin Cheng whispered, I like you. This scene reminded her of the moment she fell into Black's arms. Dear flying squirrel girl, I am Black. Xiao Duo was happy because the two stars in her heart could merge into one. She wanted to listen to love songs and gaze at the night sky with her lover. Arriving at Yin Cheng's house for the first time, Xiao Duo was overwhelmed by its grandeur, demanding that he take a commemorative photo of her. Yin Cheng told his girlfriend to go upstairs to Black's room. Xiao Duo was touched because the room was filled with familiar friends. She wondered why it was only black and white. Yin Cheng explained that he wasn't sensitive to colors, which was also a flaw in his creations. Xiao Duo invited Mr. Black to sit down and listen to the colorful version of the owl and the squirrel as told by her. Xiao Duo wanted to become his color-matching expert. Yin Cheng came closer, pressing her against the table. Thank you, my color-matching girl. Xiao Duo pushed Yin Cheng away, telling him to go take a shower. It's not late. Yin Cheng suggested, we can shower together. Seeing her innocent look, he said that his house had many bathrooms. Waiting for Xiao Duo to finish showering, Yin Cheng told her to go to bed, and he would make a bed on the floor. Xiao Duo wondered why he didn't want to reveal his identity as Black. Yin Cheng said he was a bit reserved and had signed a confidentiality agreement with the publisher. Xiao Duo promised to keep Black's secret and also their relationship. Yin Cheng objected because love isn't an obstacle. Xiao Duo confessed that this was her first love, so she wanted to be a little discreet. Yin Cheng doted on his lover and nodded in agreement. Xiao Duo happily reached for his hand. Yin Cheng, are you cold? Do you want to come up here and sleep? Xiao Duo, is that okay with you? Yin Cheng happily climbed into bed with his girlfriend. Xiao Duo asked him why he chose the owl and the squirrel as the main characters. Yin Cheng remembered that when he was in middle school, he found a flying squirrel. He built a treehouse for it. Every day, he brought it dried nuts, raising it to be very plump and cute. One day, Flying Squirrel suddenly disappeared. He only found an owl feather at the base of the tree. He thought maybe they had a different ending. Yin Cheng greatly admired a warm family life. Xiao Duo thought his parents were too busy, but still loved Yin Cheng. They were probably like him, not good at expressing themselves. Moreover, Yin Cheng now had another person who loved him. Early in the morning, Yin Cheng gazed at Xiao Duo's face in the sunlight. Hearing his mother come home, he told his girlfriend to wait for him. Going downstairs, Yin Cheng deliberately held his mother back. Mrs. Su cooked 2 bowls of noodles and then had to return to the hospital. She knew her grown son couldn't control many things, but she trusted Yin Cheng to have restraint. Yin Cheng asked his mother to keep it a secret for now, at least not to tell his father. Mrs. Su agreed, and even neatly arranged the 2 children's shoes. After his mother left, Yin Cheng called his girlfriend to come down for breakfast. Xiao Duo praised his aunt's cooking skills as truly extraordinary. After school, Yin Cheng caught his girlfriend watching the boxing club practice. Xiao Duo quickly praised that no one was as handsome as her boyfriend. She was worried because Yuqi was still angry with Shu Bo. That day, Shu Bo didn't even chase after her. Xiao Duo wondered if all boys were so insensitive. Yin Cheng affirmed that he would chase Xiao Duo to the dormitory, to her home, to the ends of the earth. That was what Xiao Yang had taught him. Hearing that her boyfriend wanted to eat, Xiao Duo quickly disguised herself to go to a restaurant. Xiao Duo ran into Xiao Yang and Xiao Miao. She pretended she had already eaten, but her rumbling stomach immediately betrayed her. Xiao Yang knew they were trying to hide something, so he deliberately acted sweet with Xiao Miao. He wondered why Yin Cheng and Xiao Duo coincidentally didn't return to the dormitory last night. Xiao Miao guessed that secret dating was more exciting. On the way back, Xiao Duo apologized for making her boyfriend jealous of others. Although she temporarily didn't want to go public, she really liked him. Back at the dormitory, Xiao Duo faced Yiru's anger. She reminded Xiao Duo that she was still hiding her past, while Yin Cheng hated dishonesty. It turned out that it was all just Xiao Duo's fear. The next day, Yin Cheng texted his girlfriend to invite her to dinner. Seeing his best friend glued to his phone, Xiaoyang guessed Yin Cheng was waiting for a message. He mocked that a phone worth tens of thousands of yuan had no one texting it, unlike his cheap phone, which immediately received a call from Xiao Miao. Xiaoyang took the opportunity to show off his affection in front of Yin Cheng. Because Xiao Duo didn't reply to his message, Yin Cheng had to go eat with Xiaoyang. Xiao Miao said that Xiao Duo had gone to the club early. Seeing his girlfriend's silhouette on the chair, Yin Cheng was relieved. She openly ate the food and drank from Yin Cheng's cup. He happily went to order more food for his girlfriend. However, she was busy texting someone else. Xiao Duo hadn't even eaten yet when she asked to leave first. Arriving at the student union, Xiao Duo gave Shubo a secret gift. It was a USB drive containing information about the candidates running for student union president. Hearing Shubo's thanks, Xiao Duo revealed that it was all Yu Qi's work, and she was just delivering it. Yu Qi really wanted to help Shubo, but was afraid he would refuse. Shubo texted his thanks and also apologized for misunderstanding Yu Qi. She wished him good luck preparing for the application ceremony, and said she would be in the audience if he needed her. Seeing Xiao Duo peeking into the lab, Xiaoyang offered to finish the work so his best friend could be free to date. Xiao Duo praised her lover as being truly handsome. Seeing a stranger approaching, she quickly pushed him away and frantically apologized. Pulling his girlfriend into the club office, Yin Cheng wanted to be closer to her. Just then, Xiao Duo received a message. He asked her who she was texting all day, but she didn't even hear what he said. Xiao Duo said she was texting Yu Qi about some girl secrets. Pulling his girlfriend down to sit, Yin Cheng guided her hand across the page. He couldn't restrain himself and quickly kissed her lips. Seeing his girlfriend continue to text, Yin Cheng lifted her onto the table. Xiao Duo, my matter is more urgent than Yu Qi's. Xiao Duo found it hard to resist her boyfriend's hot breath. They clung to each other, exchanging kisses filled with longing. At the student union, Xiao Duo and Yu Qi gave feedback on Shubo's speech. Xiao Duo sat beside them, smiling, watching the two of them interact so well. Outside, Yin Cheng walked by and saw his girlfriend looking intently at Shubo. Finally, the election took place. Xiao Duo texted Yu Qi, encouraging her to quickly grab the man shining on stage. As a result, Shubo was elected as the student union president. Yin Cheng felt a little down when his girlfriend cheered enthusiastically for another man. Going to celebrate the victory, Shubo raised a glass to thank everyone for their support. Xiaoyang organized a game. If he mentioned someone, everyone had to pour that person a drink. As soon as he mentioned the central person, everyone rushed to pour Shubo a drink. The person that poured the most was Xiaoyang. Everyone filled their glasses and made Yin Cheng perform. Going on stage, he confessed that there was something he really wanted to do, but he didn't know if he was allowed. Xiao Duo unexpectedly stepped forward and nodded in permission. Yin Cheng said, I officially introduced by Xiao Duo as my girlfriend. She also turned and announced to the world that she was Su Yin Cheng's girlfriend. He stepped off the stage, getting closer to the person he loved, but beyond their happiness were the sad eyes of someone who wished but couldn't have. Talking with Xiao Duo, Hiru greatly admired her junior for being able to bravely pursue love. She confided that her life had always been smooth. Everything she wanted was easily obtained. Only feelings weren't so easy. She didn't want to lose a friend like Xiao Duo, but needed some time to heal her heartbreak. Arriving at the amusement park, everyone rode the carousel. Yin Cheng still didn't let go of Xiao Duo's hand. Behind him, Shubo secretly wished them well. But there was someone beside him who was always secretly looking at him. On the way back, Yin Cheng invited his friends to his house because the dormitory was closed. Over here, Shubo bought drinks and only Yu Qi was waiting for him. She wondered what was most important to him, because she saw that he always treated everyone well, afraid to show negative emotions in front of others. Yu Qi thought Shubo didn't need to please everyone. If he refused others' requests, they wouldn't call him a bad person. Shubo admitted that his way of life was really tiring, but when he saw others happy because of his help, it was all worth it. Yu Qi said that his insistence on giving could put pressure on others, especially someone who cared about him. Hearing Shubo agree to try putting himself first, Yu Qi leaned in and unexpectedly kissed him. She shyly ran away, while Shu Bo still hadn't regained his composure. Returning home, Yincheng still clung tightly to his girlfriend. Xiao Duo told Xiao Miao to take care of the Xiao Yang team. She helped Yincheng to his room, accidentally tripping and falling onto the bed. Seeing his girlfriend in her tipsy state, Yincheng just wanted to take off all his clothes. Xiao Duo coaxed her boyfriend to lie down obediently and wait for her to get some water. However, Yincheng wouldn't let her leave his embrace. Xiao Duo, I really like you. These past 2 days, I've been very sad. You agreed to be my girlfriend, but wanted to hide me. You said you were going to see Yu Qi, but you were smiling brightly with Shu Bo. Xiao Duo, my heart really hurts. Yincheng, I'm sorry. Early in the morning, Yincheng's parents came home and found the young people scattered all over the house. Xiao Miao quickly woke everyone up. Upstairs, Xiao Duo frantically woke Yincheng up. He thought he hadn't done anything embarrassing, and besides, Xiao Duo had eaten the noodles his mother cooked. She was worried that his parents would have a bad impression of her. Yincheng reassured his girlfriend because he was there with her. Holding Xiao Duo's hand to meet his parents, Yincheng introduced, "She's my girlfriend. She stayed to take care of me when I was drunk." Mrs. Su, afraid her husband would lose control, diverted the conversation and invited the friends to stay for dinner. Xiao Yang made an excuse about being busy at school and promised to visit the two elders later. Mrs. Su kept Xiao Duo behind, telling Yincheng to go talk to his father. Mr. Su praised his son for hiding his relationship. He said he had already prepared the paperwork for Yincheng to study abroad. He blamed his father for always arranging everything himself. Mr. Su wondered if he should have discussed it with his son first. He believed that Yincheng was hanging out with bad friends all day, and that's why he dared to resent him. If he continued like this, he wouldn't amount to anything. He asserted that he had already set the path, and Yincheng wasn't allowed to choose. Knowing that the atmosphere in the house was tense, Mrs. Su invited Xiao Duo outside. She said that Yincheng's father's company was about to produce a new drug, and he might not even come home for the new year. Yincheng was indifferent because he had never relied on his father. While Yincheng went to get some cake, Xiao Duo told his aunt about Yincheng's excellence. He was very happy when his mother chatted happily with Xiao Duo. Hearing his aunt ask about her family, Xiao Duo said her father inherited the traditional Chinese medicine profession from previous generations. Mrs. Su guessed that Xiao Duo's family opened a chain of physical therapy centers. Xiao Duo accidentally nodded, then silently scolded herself for her habit of lying. In the car, Yincheng thought his mother really liked Xiao Duo. She silently recalled his aunt saying that Yincheng's father wanted him to go abroad. Back at the dormitory, Yincheng still didn't want to let go of Xiao Duo's hand. She had to let go first, but he still quietly followed her. Yincheng spread his arms wide to welcome love into his heart. He admitted that he was a clingy boyfriend. To thank Yu Qi for helping with the election, Shu Bo invited her for a drink. Seeing strawberry and hazelnut ice cream on the menu, Shu Bo chose strawberry for Yu Qi. He remembered that in the past, she only ate one peanut, and her mouth swelled up like a Venus flytrap. Yu Qi burst out laughing because the memories between her and Shu Bo were all embarrassing. In the awards ceremony, Shu Bo's painting only won second place. Yu Qi rubbed some dust that had gotten into her eye, but Shu Bo thought she was sad and came to comfort her. His innocence attracted a girl with a strong personality like Yu Qi. The next day, she went to the cafeteria and directly confessed to Shu Bo. He was so surprised that he choked. Knowing that Shu Bo liked to play tennis, she challenged him to a match. Unexpectedly, with just one hit, she knocked him flat on the ground. On that rainy day, Shu Bo accepted being drenched in the rain to avoid Yu Qi seeing a car approaching. She pulled Shu Bo back, but accidentally caused him to fall. Shu Bo asked Yu Qi to keep her distance from him. The further the better. She followed his words and went on a student exchange abroad. Shu Bo apologized for being a bit harsh with Yu Qi's good intentions. She reminded him of what happened last night. Afraid Shu Bo was embarrassed, she said she was a little drunk. She secretly hoped that they would have a new beginning. During the New Year holiday, Yincheng couldn't bear to be away from his girlfriend for a few days. He wanted to go home with her, to see her to her door. Xiao Duo coaxed her boyfriend, telling him to wait for her to return. Returning to Mr. by traditional Chinese medicine shop, Xiao Duo intended to create a surprise but couldn't fool her father. He took her pulse and diagnosed that his daughter had a boyfriend. Xiao Duo changed the subject, urging her father to cook a delicious meal. Over here, Yincheng received a message from his mother. She informed him that she had to go on a business trip to Snow City and would try to be back before the new year. Back in his room, Xiao Duo called to warn her boyfriend because her father didn't allow dating. Yin Cheng planned to practice running to avoid a beating from his future father-in-law. Just then, Mr. Bai came in and asked his daughter to help him get the new batch of towels. Yin Cheng said that his parents were on a business trip, so he wanted to go find Xiao Duo. She remembered that the other day, his aunt guessed that her family opened a chain of therapy centers, and she had nodded. Xiao Duo had to pay the price for her lie, so she didn't dare let her boyfriend come to her house. The next day, Yin Cheng spent the whole day waiting for Xiao Duo's message. He wanted to tell her about his father forcing him to go abroad. However, she was busy helping her father clean up, so she told him to call her in the evening. Unexpectedly, after a tiring day, Xiao Duo fell asleep. Yin Cheng waited and waited, but she didn't call. Seeing his best friend filled with thoughts, Xiao Yang diagnosed that Yin Cheng was having a cold war with Xiao Duo. Yin Cheng said that since he said he wanted to go to her hometown to find Xiao Duo, the frequency of her replying to his messages had decreased. Xiao Yang analyzed that Yin Cheng's problem was that he was too obedient. He said that girls like the domineering CEO type. Yin Cheng not holding on, not chasing, showed that he didn't value his relationship with Xiao Duo. Xiao Yang told Yin Cheng to go to Xiao Duo's hometown and appear under her house. He guaranteed that Xiao Duo would be moved to tears. Entering the study, Yin Cheng looked for the comic book club's file. He memorized Xiao Duo's home address, ready to give her a surprise. Arriving in Rao City, Yin Cheng took photos of the streets that Xiao Duo had walked from childhood to adulthood. Over here, she received Yin Cheng's photo and quickly called him. Hearing Yin Cheng say that tickets to Rao were very difficult to buy, Xiao Duo breathed a sigh of relief. She scolded him for daring to use a photo from the internet to deceive her. Yin Cheng deliberately disconnected to create a surprise for his girlfriend. However, the person who came to see her first was Tian Chuan. He came to settle the score about the art exhibition. Yin Cheng appeared in time, warning Tian Chuan not to touch his girlfriend. He advised Yin Cheng not to love a liar. Turning to look at his girlfriend, who didn't welcome him, Yin Cheng immediately left. Xiao Duo quickly chased after him, just as her father called her from upstairs to come eat. Yin Cheng intended to introduce himself to her father, but Xiao Duo only introduced him as a classmate. Mr. Bai told his daughter to quickly invite her friend up for dinner. During the meal, Yin Cheng enthusiastically offered wine to her father. Hearing her father intending to ask about her relationship with Yin Cheng, Xiao Duo quickly reminded her father to drink more water. Mr. Bai confided that Xiao Duo's mother died early, so he was a single father raising his child. Xiao Duo was growing up, and he was getting older. When he could no longer work, he would leave the pharmacy to his daughter. Seeing Yin Cheng off, Xiao Duo told him to text her when he got to the hotel. Yin Cheng said he hated lying the most. She asked, "Are you really not hiding anything from me?" Seeing that it was about to rain, Xiao Duo ran upstairs to get an umbrella, but Yin Cheng had already left. Waiting for his daughter to come upstairs, Mr. Bai knew that Yin Cheng was Xiao Duo's boyfriend. He wondered if the two of them had fought. Xiao Duo blamed herself for habitually lying when Yin Cheng's mother asked about her family's profession. Mr. Bai apologized for not being able to give his daughter better material conditions. He believed that Xiao Duo should try to sincerely communicate with others. However, Xiao Duo was afraid of losing out if she was honest. Mr. Bai taught his daughter that as an adult, she had to take responsibility for her words. If she wanted to get honesty from others, she had to be honest first. Even if they didn't understand, at least she wouldn't be ashamed. The next day, Xiao Duo walked through the small alley where she first met Black. Unexpectedly, Tian Chuan's gang suddenly rushed out. But Xiao Duo was no longer as weak as before. She fought back, kicking Tian Chuan right in the vital spot. The others rushed to grab Xiao Duo. Black once again appeared in his true form. However, Tian Chuan's gang was large, easily overpowering Yin Cheng. Hearing Xiao Duo call the police, they finally retreated. Seeing that his girlfriend was okay, Yin Cheng collapsed to the ground. Back home, Xiao Duo treated his wounds. As a longtime practitioner, Mr. Bai realigned Yin Cheng's joints. He saw that it was raining lightly outside, so he told him not to go back to the hotel. Going to Yin Cheng's room, Xiao Duo informed him that her father had gone to get his luggage. Just then, Xiao Yang called to ask if Xiao Duo was very touched. Seeing Yin Cheng's awkwardness, Xiao Duo excused herself to go outside. Behind the door, she heard Yin Cheng tell Xiao Yang that he would return to Man Cheng early tomorrow morning. Back in her room, Xiao Duo tossed and turned, thinking about her father's words about using sincerity to exchange for honesty. However, she still didn't have the courage to face her past and her lies. Early in the morning, She heard the sound of a suitcase being pulled and rushed out to meet Yin Chung. She invited him to stay for New Year's Eve. Just then, Mr. Bai came to take Yin Chung to the train station. Before leaving, he wished his girlfriend a Happy New Year. On the way, Mr. Bai showed Yin Chung Xiao Duo's photo album. He blamed himself for being a single father, making him inevitably careless. Sometimes he saw that his daughter wasn't happy but said she was fine, and he pretended to believe her. Later, he found out it was because Xiao Duo had no friends. He believed that her lies were well-intentioned, not wanting those around her to worry, especially with the person she loved. She was even more cautious, afraid of losing points in their eyes. However, lying too much would make the other person afraid to get close to her. However, in matters of love, there is no right or wrong, only tolerance and understanding. Yin Chung remembered that Xiao Duo's lies were all without malice, and the happiness she gave him was so real. At this moment, he wanted to embrace that girl. No matter what she was like, he would tolerate and love her. Xiao Duo, I'm sorry for making you feel hurt. I was angry with you because you didn't trust me enough or our relationship. I didn't know that you were used to using white lies to protect the people you cared about, to protect yourself. But I even more hope that you can live freely. Yin Chung, I know you're going to talk about going abroad. Even if you go, I'll wait for you to come back. Xiao Duo, I'm not going anywhere because the person I love is here. Xiao Duo happily embraced Yin Chung. She took him to her old high school. Xiao Duo heard everyone praise youth, but she had never reminisced about those years. She said she went to the same school as Tian Chuan. Once, he stopped Xiao Duo in a small alley to demand money. She wanted to protect herself, so she lied to him. After discovering this, Tian Chuan often bullied Xiao Duo as a form of entertainment. Only once did Black appear to save her. But the owl couldn't always protect her, so Xiao Duo had to find a way to escape. She always stacked books high in front of her, so people couldn't see her. She was afraid to go to school, but she had to study hard, because only by getting into university could she leave this place. This rooftop was the only place she felt comfortable during those dark years. Yin Chung, the me of the past, was very insecure, and the me of now also doesn't dare to face the past, so I lied and hid. Xiao Duo, you were never a coward. To Black, you were the bravest squirrel in the world. You don't need to live in the shadow of the past anymore, because now you have landed safely beside the owl. Back home, Yin Cheng's parents both had their work postponed, so they spent the new year with their son. Seeing the scratch on Yin Cheng's face, Mrs. Su quickly got some medicine to apply. She said she had convinced her husband not to force Yin Chung to go abroad anymore. She remembered Xiao Duo sharing about Yin Chung. He said he's cold on the outside, but he lacks a sense of security. What he needs is the care of his family. Yin Chung, your parents won't say definitely next time to you anymore. Mr. Su specially went to the kitchen to cook for his son. Finally, Yin Chung felt the warmth of family. Seeing his father go to his room, Yin Chung turned away. He turned on the light, told his son to sleep early, and then left. Yin Chung turned around and realized that his father had quietly left a bottle of scar treatment medicine on the table. At the end of the holiday, Xiao Duo met Xiao Miao again. She wanted to confess all her lies to her best friend. She said that the pervert who installed a camera in the women's restroom was her high school classmate, and she wasn't Black's assistant either. Just then, Yuchi called to report that Black's identity had been exposed. Over here, Editor-in-Chief Yu gave Yin Chung the contract termination notice. Xiao Duo ran up, asking the Editor-in-Chief to believe that Yin Chung didn't intentionally reveal his identity. Yu Shufan laughed because she was preparing to sign a third contract with Yin Chung, with the condition of no longer keeping Black's identity confidential. It turned out that it was the publisher's publicity stunt. Meeting Yin Chung, the group still couldn't believe their friend was Black. Yin Chung promised to tell them everything back at the office. After hearing everything, Xiao Yang felt a little down, but he couldn't miss the opportunity to take a photo with his idol. Xiao Duo took the opportunity to confess that she wasn't Black's assistant. Hearing everyone blame her for tricking them into joining the club, Xiao Duo bowed her head and apologized. Xiao Miao believed that Xiao Duo only wanted what was best for the club. She was brave in front of the boxing club, came up with the exhibition idea, and saved the club that was about to be disbanded. Who in this world has never told a lie? Xiao Duo once again apologized to her friends, hoping she had a chance to regain their trust. Everyone agreed to keep Xiao Duo in the comic book club. Back at the dormitory, Hiru announced that she had registered for a student exchange abroad. She had prepared 2 gifts for her 2 close juniors. They were all sad to see Hiru go and would wait for her to return for a gathering. 1 month later, Black publicly held a fan signing. Xiao Duo sat beside him, smiling contentedly because she had successfully followed her idol. Over here, Shubo declined invitations from other girls to eat with Yuchi. Xiao Yang still doted on his girlfriend wholeheartedly. By the beach, Xiao Duo sat reading Black's 3rd season story. Just then, the author came to give her a kiss. Xiao Duo, I missed you. Yin Chung ran towards the sea. Xiao Duo chased after him, jumping into his arms. A lie may bring temporary happiness, but it must be compensated for with many other lies. When we bravely let go, we will surely receive more kindness. That sincerity will help us and all those who love us no longer face each other, but stand shoulder to shoulder, becoming a support for us to face the whole world. This is where the story ends. Don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss out on more amazing videos. For now, goodbye and until next time.